Okay, welcome back. So we're going to start with the gluing now. So what I do is, like I said, I use this polystyrene cement glue because it's really easy to use. So what I do is, starting on the base, I put a load of glue on the base. Then I flip the legs over and put glue on the legs. I generally start at the bottom and work my way up, which is probably quite a good way of doing things. So stick him to the base. Okay, as you did see, I put a bit of glue on the base and a bit of glue on the part that is going to be glued. Move that to there, which will bring that more in focus. Right, so we're going to start with the torso now. So I always, in general, I start with the bits that when I first take the glue out on the brush, I generally start with the bits that are sort of in concaved. So I put glue in there first, and then I'll put glue on that part, mainly because you get more glue out and it's easier to keep it in the little cup part. So I'll stick that down now. Okay, don't go wrong. Right, next I reckon we'll start with I mean, I'm always in two trains of thought. I'm either want to stick the arms on, because if you do, it'll be harder to paint those bits that you need to get to that the gun blocks, but it means you don't actually have to paint them. So I'm actually going to just stick the arms on. So like I said, I'm going to apply some glue on here first, and some glue on there. And then just press the model together. Okay, and then with a minute, oh look, that's already started to go off. Then I'll start with the arms, the other arm. Put some glue on there. Put some glue on there. Sometimes it's good to do a dry one as well, which is basically you just make sure the model assembles correctly before you apply any glue. It's generally a good thing to do as well, especially if you've never built a model, well, this type of model before. It's always good to have just a dry run. I've built hundreds of Space Marines in my lifetime, and they're not particularly hard. So the next bit is to do the head. So I'm going to put some glue in there, and then put some glue on this part. And you know, you really want to go for some sort of dramatic pose, well, as dramatic as you can possibly do. So turn the head slightly. Right, next we're going to move on to gluing metal to plastic, because obviously these shoulder pads that I've chosen are metal, with the Blood Angel's insignia on each arm. So what we do is I grab the super glue or crazy glue. Okay. Now with super glue, less is more. So the least amount that you use, the quicker and easier it will dry. So I'm just going to put a dab right here. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to glue the shoulder pad on. And hopefully don't glue my fingers together. Okay, that's one part done. So the arms are now glued. When you finish using the super glue, I always tap it, which hopefully removes a lot of the glue from the nozzle. So that's the super glue out of the way. So that's nearly a completed model. I might glue the backpack on, but I doubt it. I might just leave it as it is, just so I can get to the other areas. But then I might glue it on. Yeah, I'm going to glue it on. I can always take it off. So, yeah, again, so I always, like I said, I start with the deep round bit. So I'll put some glue in there, and just put some more around there, and then put some on there, and then push the two halves together. Okay, so there we go. That's a completely built Space Marine for the Blood Angel chapter. I haven't gone overboard. I don't like using all the accessories because that just means you've got more to paint in the end. So I just stick to the bare minimum. So there we go, one blood angel. I'll get some more done over the next few days, and then once the squad's done, I'll then go on to how to base. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Bye.